Shalom Bracha. Welcome once again to our weekly series of Divrei Torah and Parashat HaShavua. This week's parasha is Parashat Beshalah. In this week's parasha, we read about one of the greatest miracles that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has ever performed for Bnei Israel. And I'm not talking about Kiryat Yam Suf, the splitting of the sea. I'm talking about the man coming down from heaven, food literally raining down into the laps of Bnei Israel for close to 40 years in the Midbar and keeping them alive. When the Torah refers to Bnei Israel's reaction when they first get their hands on the man, it's something very interesting. The pasuk reads as follows: Uboker uritem et kevod Hashem, beshom'o et telunotechem al Hashem. That when Bnei Israel, on the first glorious morning when they wake up and they see the man, after they complain to Bnei Israel, to Hashem about not having bread, they are going to see the man and instantaneously know that this is Kevod Hashem. This is Hashem's greatness, His splendor, His valor. Rashi loves the poetry of this, but asks a question. How come over here when Bnei Israel complain about not having bread, Hashem grants it to them and calls the man Kevod Hashem? But when Bnei Israel complain about not having meat, something that they claim that they had in Mitzrayim, when Hashem gives them the food that is the meat, Bnei Israel receive a tongue lashing. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, you see this meat? It's going to be the end of you. Because I'll give you so much till it comes out of your nose and you'll pass away from it. Rashi asked the question, what's the difference? How come over here with this complaint it's Kevod Hashem when he finally gets the bread, when they get the bread? And by the Selav, it's almost a curse. Rashi answers very simply, but as usual, profoundly. And he says that over here, when it came to the man, Bnei Israel were asking about a bare necessity. Just to be sustained. They need some sort of food source. Something that they never had. And when they asked about the meat, it was asking for a luxury. It was something that was above and beyond. And not just about how they asked for it, but they referred to it, they said, we had it in Mitzrayim. And if you don't give it to us, better that we should return. This was not something that HaKadosh Baruch Hu could tolerate. Rabotai, we learn an amazing lesson from this. When we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for things in our tefillot, we need to worry about our necessities first. And we need to understand that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one who can give us everything, both our necessities and any luxuries that we may want. And we all have life goals of being able to provide for our children, our grandchildren, even great-grandchildren. But we need to stay focused on the bare necessities of life. Once we have those bare necessities, we can be happy. And that's the point that Rashi is trying to bring out. When you're focused on the bare minimum, to be able to say, this is all I need, Hashem, and I'm happy, then poteach et yadecha umasbiach lecho chai rason. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is there in a snap. But when you complain out to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, how come I don't have something that's a luxury? That's already something different. That's something that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to say, okay, let's open this person's book and let's analyze. And let's see if how harshly they ask me for this complaint. Of course, we can ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu of anything, big or small. But we need to keep our eye on the ball and understand that it's the necessities of life that can truly make us happy. Shabbat Shalom.